You think your problem is discipline. You think you need more willpower, more motivation, more mental toughness. But the real problem might be something much deeper. Your dopamine system may already be hijacking your brain. And the strange part? The more stimulation your brain gets, the less motivation you actually feel. Because the same chemical that creates excitement and drive can also destroy your ability to focus. To understand why discipline collapses today, we need to understand how the dopamine reward system actually works. Now watch what dopamine really does, beneath motivation, beneath willpower. This is where discipline collapses. Dopamine is often called the pleasure chemical. But that description is misleading. Dopamine is not really about pleasure. Dopamine is about pursuit. Think of dopamine as the brain's reward currency. Every time your brain predicts something valuable, a message, a like, a video, a reward, dopamine rises. This signal activates a network inside the brain called the reward system, involving areas like the ventral tegmental area and the nucleus accumbens. This system tells your brain, move toward this. This matters. Now here is where things get interesting. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for discipline, planning, and long-term goals, relies on stable dopamine levels to stay active. You can think of the prefrontal cortex as the CEO of the brain. It is the part that says, ignore the distraction, focus on the mission. But when dopamine spikes repeatedly from fast rewards, the brain starts to change. Modern stimulation, social media, endless scrolling, constant notifications, creates rapid dopamine spikes. Your brain experiences reward after reward after reward. But the dopamine system follows a powerful biological rule. What spikes high, crashes low. After repeated stimulation, dopamine receptors begin to down-regulate. This means the brain becomes less sensitive to dopamine. The result? Activities that once required effort, studying, working, training, no longer produce enough dopamine to feel motivating. Your brain now compares everything to fast rewards. Reading a book feels slow. Working on a goal feels boring. Training discipline feels exhausting, not because you became weaker, but because your reward system has been recalibrated. This is where the internal brain conflict appears. Your prefrontal cortex wants to focus. It understands long-term success. It wants progress, mastery, growth. But your dopamine system has been trained to expect immediate stimulation. So every time you sit down to work, the brain begins scanning for easier rewards. Open another tab, check your phone, watch another video, scroll one more time. This is not just a bad habit. This is biology competing against discipline. Your thinking brain is fighting your reward circuitry. And the reward system is extremely powerful, because evolution designed it to prioritize survival rewards. The solution is not to hate dopamine. Dopamine is essential for motivation, ambition, and drive. But the brain was designed for scarcity of reward, not constant stimulation. When stimulation is reduced, even temporarily, the dopamine system begins to re-sensitize. The brain slowly relearns something powerful. Effort becomes rewarding again. Focus becomes satisfying again. Progress becomes stimulating again. This is why removing constant stimulation can feel uncomfortable at first. Your brain is not broken. It is rebalancing its reward system. And when that system stabilizes, something surprising happens. Discipline no longer feels like force. It begins to feel like momentum. Your brain is not lazy. Your brain is overstimulated. The dopamine system was designed to push you toward meaningful rewards. But when it is flooded with constant stimulation, the prefrontal cortex loses control, and discipline begins to collapse. The moment you understand this, you stop blaming your motivation, and you start retraining your biology.